Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noel and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel. And today I have a box that has been quite delayed, but I have actually had it since September 23rd. So you're seeing it a little bit later because, as many of you know, I'm only posting every other day. I do a lot of pre-filming so that I have time for my own travels and work and just personal life these days. But I have had it for quite some time. But this is a box that we started hearing about from Jilly Box back in July, and that's when they let us know that there was going to be a 15% service fee to help cover customs. And then they did tell us maybe a week later, that there was an item that they were worried about getting through customs, so they had to switch something out, and they assured us that they actually switched it out with something of a higher value. I don't think they actually told us in the emails what it was, so I was very curious about it, but then we had more and more and more delays. So then they let us know probably mid-August that there was a delay. A lot of our boxes got held in customs. Then it was finally shipped. I had all the dates like kind of scrawled down here. It was finally shipped August 22nd. They also let us know that at the time they were not going to be doing any market orders. So even though we had gotten some like discount codes and like gift certificates for other substitutions in the past, couldn't use those because couldn't get anything from the market orders. I think the market orders are still continuing to be on pause. And then finally, like I said, September 23rd, I finally got my fall Jilly Box. It was an okay condition. It is a pretty big box. I'm sure everything got jostled around in there while it was going through customs, but I will say for the Jilly Box team, they kept us very informed all along the way, and it did arrive while I was gone. So I'm very excited about the fall box. It is still just, you know, we're in the middle of fall, so plenty of time for me to enjoy it. And like I said, I actually got it back in September, so I could have been enjoying it, you know, we just had the first day of fall. It arrived like 2 days after the first day of fall, so that was totally fine. They're already talking about the winter box. Now, I will say that I'm a little bit more trepidatious about it, obviously, but they've been working with their different shipping teams. FedEx is what I think they're going to be using. But they did say that for US subscribers, we are not going to be eligible for the add-ons, right? Because they probably have to sort of pre-weigh and kind of get everything passed through, so they can't necessarily be doing all of these customized boxes with your different add-ons. So that's a bummer. And also, it is going to be a 30% additional charge. So the Jilly Box is usually around 199 Canadian, which is just under 150 US these days with the exchange rate. So we're looking at a much closer to 200 US dollars box now with that 30% additional charge, probably like 190 or so. I will probably go ahead and get it just because I do like the Jilly Box, even though I haven't been like fully satisfied with the last couple of seasons, just because she tends to have a lot of more feminine items, so we get a lot of pink, which is very understandable, I feel like, in the spring. But now that we're in the cozier fall months, I am hoping that we get more neutral palettes. So we'll see how that goes, and then I have a little bit of time to decide, because I think that the next box goes on sale for subscribers like mid-October, so probably in just a couple of days from when you are seeing this. And then we'll decide if I'm going to do it. They did say that the next box has a 500 Canadian dollar value, so that's like 350 US, so that's pretty good. All right, so here is the card that I got that says that it was a substitution. Now, they had said that they were going to substitute it for something with a higher value than the chickpeas everything bagel topper, that was going to be even more of a higher value, but also cozier. And what they have actually decided to substitute it with is a cross heartfelt wooden spoon. Now, I wouldn't describe a wooden spoon as cozy, and I'm not sure. I guess it would have a higher value than an everything bagel topper, but personally, I would rather have the everything bagel topper. So here's the little mini magazine that they include inside. Lots of fun information from Jilly. Of course, she is like the celebrity behind the box. We'll get a letter from her. I just wanted to, I know that's a lot of talking in the beginning, and some of you don't like that, but instead of reading the welcome letter, I figured I would kind of let you know what was going on. A lot of you were wondering if we were ever going to get our Jilly Box. I hope you all got yours as well. I got mine to let you know what I just heard about the winter box. I thought that was more important. So they do do give back usually to Canadian charities, which is always nice. She does an unboxing video. We always get a nice recipe. This is the Gardener's Apple Crisp. That sounds delicious. And then we have some information about each of the products, so I'll read those for sure. I won't spend any time on the add-ons. I didn't get any add-ons this time around. It is funny that the item that was replaced is the company sort of highlight or feature, chickpea zero waste refillery. So that's kind of a bummer. And then let's see, is there anything else in this magazine? Oh, ditching toxins one room at a time. So really that whole kind of clean living lifestyle, that's very on brand with the Jilly Box. So let me go ahead and get into it. Obviously some shipping, everything got jostled around pretty good. They usually include that QR code if you want to do the unboxing with Jilly. I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you real quick everything. They don't really do any sort of shred or anything, so if that tissue paper, as mine did, gets torn, your items are just kind of like floating around in there, which that's the case with a lot of boxes. I've never really had any major breakage in a Jilly box, so knock on wood, that hasn't happened this time either. But I'm just going to go ahead and pull everything out so that I can go through this a little bit quicker maybe. That is definitely an item that I've gotten in another box before, possibly even in a Jilly box. It seems very Jilly Box-like. There is definitely an item in here that I have gotten in another women's lifestyle box a couple of times many years ago. So, all right. So I do like that they do the pretty pattern boxes, but they never actually arrive in good pristine condition for me. All right, so the first thing that we have that everything was sort of nestled in, which is thankful, is this little traveler tote, which is actually kind of cute in terms of having some nice structure to it. It actually is like almost like a picnic basket in terms of having this wire frame. So it's got a lot of structure to it. So I think that this matches something else that we had before. So it's really a tote. It does not close on top. It's got these nice pockets all along the outsides. There's a smaller one here on this front one. Of course, it has to say the Jilly Box. They love their branding over there. It does have these side handles, so you could definitely have this out all the time, sort of as a storage bin. But yes, pockets on all four sides. I do like that it has long enough straps with this faux leather styling so that you can put it on your shoulder. And this would work really good as like a tote for like gardening or a market basket. This has a value of 65 Canadian. It's from a company called Poppy and Peonies. This tote is the perfect blend of style and function, exclusively designed in a custom colorway for the Jilly Box. If it looks a little familiar, that's because it's a follow-up to the everyday tote we featured in the fall 2022 Jilly Box, which so many of you loved. This tote comes in the most beautiful dusty pink and white stripe with thoughtful vegan leather details. It's compact yet surprisingly roomy, with smart interior and exterior pockets to keep you organized on the go. This is the ultimate tote for everyday use all year round, and it's from a brand that is women-owned and Métis-owned. So I love it. I think it would be nice to have some interior pockets, but the exterior pockets are great. Great shape. Not super thrilled about the dusty rose color. I don't think I actually got that 2022 Jilly Box. That might have been when I was still on the insider list and hoping for the email. It's cute. I wish that they'd just gone with a little more of a neutral color, honestly, but just because I'm not like a pink girl. But it's a cool item. I don't know that I'll hold on to it. It's weird that they call it a traveler tote just because you wouldn't really take something that can't be sealed on the top as a travel item. But in terms of a garden or just like transporting things around your house or property, absolutely. So for our clothing item this time, and they almost always have a clothing item that you then have to size. It's from Brunette the Label, and it is just a simple white tee. Now this is something that like my sisters-in-law, they are the queens of the white tees. They wear them all the time. They look really great. I am just not like a t-shirt girl. I'm definitely more of a tailored blouse girl, if anything. It is actually called the Boxy Tee. I don't mind that this was in white. I'm super glad that it wasn't in a dusty pink. It is a nice thin material, and it has a 66 Canadian value. The material feels nice. It is kind of like a crop boxy style. She says, you all know how much I love a good basic, and let me tell you, this tee is a staple that I wear with everything. The Boxy Tee is truly one of those pieces you'll find yourself reaching for every single day. It's made from 100% cotton and has that perfectly relaxed, oversized fit that makes it easy to style in a variety of ways. You can tuck it, layer it, it or pair it under a cardigan, even a suit. It's soft, breathable, and has that effortless look. Plus, it was created by an incredible Canadian woman-owned brand that I've loved and supported for years. Babes supporting babes. This tee is the kind of wardrobe staple that makes you feel comfortable, confident, and put together all at once. So I do like the idea of it. I don't know if it's gonna be something that I will reach for just because it isn't my style, but I like the cropped idea. It does seem like kind of a high neck, but I know that that makes it more versatile and appeals to more people than the V-neck or scoop neck that I prefer. She is pretty petite. She went ahead and did rolled up the sleeves. It did come in quite a few sizes. I'm pretty sure I went with the medium, but we'll just have to see. But I do like the idea of being able to pair it with things and not necessarily tuck it in. So yeah, I went with the small medium. All right, so the chickpea zero waste refillery that had everything bagel topper, that was just a value of $10 Canadian. It was replaced by this cross Jilly Box, for Jilly Box spoon, which again, I believe I've gotten this before. So I don't have any information on this for you. I am a little bummed that we didn't get the everything bagel seasoning just because I love everything bagel seasoning. And I think that company probably has a really cool story behind it. I should have definitely used my letter opener to open this up nicely, but it's just a wooden spoon with a heart in it. It's probably just something that they had on hand in their shop that they were able to source enough of them to go ahead and do that quick replacement, knowing that it would get through customs easily. I don't mind. Again, it's not a super high value item, but again, it's just kind of like hearts, and I don't mind hearts, but like pink hearts, it's just, meh. All right, I am excited about this next item. I didn't know that this was gonna be in there. This box is a surprise. Sometimes we know a little bit in terms of spoilers and in terms of, you know, the apparel item, but we also got from Danica Heirloom, which was a brand we see in a ton of subscription boxes, for the Jilly Box. This is probably the first time that I've seen Danica Heirloom do a collab with a subscription box, so that's kind of exciting and different. And it's this lovely scalloped edged baking dish. So it did come packaged nicely. Hopefully it made it through customs. It has a value of $40 Canadian. It is, oh, this is kind of a cool piece of cardboard. It's pretty small, so it's going to be cute, and this is adorable. So it says the secret ingredient is always love in the bottom, and it has an itty bitty little heart. Now that is the kind of styling that I think is fine. Love the scalloped edge. Great for your side dishes and all the baking and cooking that you're going to be doing this season. It says this piece might just be the heart of this box. It's a custom item we made for all of you to love. From the delicate vintage inspired scalloped edges to the sweet message we added on the inside, it's everything I want in a kitchen piece. Beautiful, functional, and full of heart. Whether you're baking a cozy cobbler, roasting veggies, or serving up a family favorite, the dish is made to be used, shared, and passed down through memories. Plus, it's dishwasher, microwave, and oven safe, so it's as practical as it is charming. It's a little reminder that the best meals are the ones made with love, and I hope it brings warmth and connection to your kitchen, just like it has to mine. So I appreciate that, and then that makes the spoon with the heart make a lot more sense, because what a lovely presentation, especially if you're coming over for a potluck or something. Really good, seems like a good quality, and I love again that it is a very much washable, and then if you have a small space like me and you might not be able to use it, or you want to store it away when it's not baking season, they did provide a nice storage box for it. Then next, we have Nellie's Dish Stick for the Jilly Box. They are doing a lot of co-branding these days. This has a value of $30 Canadian. It says it's a starter kit with buttercream, toffee, and pink sorbet. I'm so confused. I love when everyday essentials are not only functional, but also super cute, and this kit totally checks both boxes. Each kit includes a reusable dish brush and dish soap refill, making it easier, cleaner, and honestly a little more fun to tackle those dirty dishes. It comes in 3 exclusive custom colors. Get what you get. That Team Jilly Box and I handpicked just for you. The soap is made in Canada. It's cruelty-free and formulated to be tough on messes while gentle on the planet. I'm trying to open this up, and of course there's a sticker on that's keeping me from doing it. I also love that Nellie's is a Canadian company committed to sustainability through effective cleaning products. So while you're scrubbing away, you're also doing something good for the planet. So I've got another sticker on the other side, and I'm trying to show this to you, and I just can't. We're running out of time. I love this sort of vintage design on the box. I got white. I'm so excited because they said cream, toffee, or pink sorbet. And knowing my luck, I was like, oh, you guys, I'm going to get the pink. I did not. I've actually had pretty good luck lately with Jilly Box, knock on wood. Like when there was that beautiful pleated skirt, I didn't get the pink. I got the white. So here is our dish soap set. I think this is probably the buttercream. So it says, oh no, this is the coffee. This is the coffee color. So sometimes it was cream for this part right here. And then I'm not really sure how these work. You must go ahead and put those inside the dish stick. Oh, yeah. So you put the soap inside in the center of the brush, and then it's your soap. That's really cool. I'm going to have to figure that out a little bit more. So you actually put it in there. So it's going to show you, it does give us directions right here, how to use, comment utiliser. So great. And you can actually unscrew the top to do that. So this is how that's going to work. Oh, very cool. So there's already some soap inside. I think that's awesome. Actually, I love stuff like that. So I've never seen that before. I hope that even though it is a Canadian company, that it's something that I can get refills for, because that's going to make things a lot more difficult when we're finding great brands through the Jilly Box. From Hobbery, we have these beautiful gold measuring cups. These have a value of $30 Canadian. I will be honest with you, I kind of wish that boxes would stop sending us measuring cups, even if they're beautiful. Most people already have a set of measuring cups. I could throw away my plastic ones or my metal ones. I already have a couple sets. These look like more like beautiful display measuring cups to have out hanging on a rack in your kitchen if you have a nice big open kitchen. So for that very reason, sure, maybe I'll save them, but I just don't have the space for them right now. These gold measuring cups are truly a dream come true for any kitchen lover, myself included. Custom made just for the Jilly Box. This beautiful set includes 4 food safe measuring cups in the sizes of 1/2, 1/3, and 1 3/4 cup. Oh, there's not a 4th cup? Oh, 1/4 cup. Okay. I was like 3/4 cup. Why would you give me a 3/4 cup? It says 1/4. I've always believed that the tools we use every day should feel just as special as the moments we create with them, and these are exactly that. Functional and sturdy with a vintage-inspired gold finish, they add a little luxurious sparkle to your baking station. Trust me, these will become one of those go-to staples you reach for over and over again, not just because they're beautiful, but because they're built to last. They do have a nice feel to them, and I do like a metal serving, or excuse me, measuring cup. All right, also from Danica Heirloom, and we got a neutral. I'm excited. The double weave dish towels, these feel gauzy. They feel like very absorbent. They're super soft. These look awesome. $25 Canadian. There's something about having cute dish towels that makes a kitchen feel extra homey, which is why in this season's box, you'll get a set of 2. One comes in a soft plaid pattern that feels perfectly nostalgic, and the other is a cream-based classic that's timeless and cozy. They're incredibly soft, super absorbent, and just feel like the kind of towel you'd find hanging in your grandma's kitchen, used with love over and over again. I love that they're practical enough for everyday use, but pretty enough to leave out on display. So there is this simple cream on the inside. So thank you, Jilly Box, for some neutrals. Actually, I love this one just because, you know, this one's going to get stained really fast. But I love a nice, useful, gauzy, absorbent dish towel. That makes me happy. Now for the self-care side, we have Mud Masky, $49 Canadian value, vitamin-infused eye serum. Meet a superfood for your skin. This vitamin C eye cream is specially formulated with a blend of natural vitamins to target dark circles. Ugh, getting older isn't always fun. Brighten the delicate under eye area. I'm so excited to be partnering again with Mud Masky after including their clay mask in our summer box last year. This serum is totally scent free, which I love for something you're using so close to your eyes. It's also lightweight, gentle, and gives you that fresh, well-rested glow even if you've been up late binge reading your new favorite rom-com book. Your under eyes will thank you after using this. Then we have 2 more items, you guys. Forgive me for going quickly. This looks really cool. I'm also hoping that we can get some refills for it. It's the Push Plug-in Wall Diffuser. It's from Vitrevi. It has a value of $70 Canadian. Creating a cozy, welcoming home is all about the little things, and scent plays such a big part in that. That's why I'm so excited to include this wall diffuser in this season's box. It's sleek, cordless, and so easy to use. Just plug it in, add the vanilla mint natural essential oil blend blend that comes with it and let that beautiful smell fill your home. The fragrance lasts up to 500 hours and is powerful enough to scent a room up to 200 square feet. Wow. It says this diffuser blends right in with your decor and quietly transforms your space. No flames, no mess, just pure comforting smells. Check out more dreamy scent refills in the Jilly Box market and maybe treat each room to its own diffuser. So hopefully they are able to ship within the US as well. Vanilla mint sounds homey and cozy, but not too cloying. So that was a good choice for them. And then finally, this is an item that I think we got like once upon a time in like Women's Collective. I've definitely gotten this lip treatment kit in other boxes. It's great for the season. It has a value of $36 Canadian. This lip treatment kit in vanilla and I think it's in buttercream, right, is seriously a game changer, and it's actually Tyler's, my partner in crime, aka co-founder at the Jilly Box, their favorite, which says a lot. It's quickly become a beloved staple for so many people on Team Jilly Box too. This vegan ultra nourishing duo is designed to gently exfoliate, deeply hydrate, let me show it to you, and plump for lips that feel soft, smooth, and oh so pillowy. The buttercream balm doubles as an overnight mask or your everyday lip savior, and let me tell you, it smells divine. I also love that this creamy duo comes from a Canadian women-owned brand that's all about clean, natural skincare that actually works. It's a little luxury that'll keep your lips happy and hydrated all season long. So wonderful Jilly Box. I think it was worth the wait. We still got it well within the fall time frame. I'm just a little bit nervous about moving forward, getting to use these brands again, the things that need refills, and then also the winter box and that extra service fee. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you soon in my next unboxing.